Hey there! Welcome back to Stealth Investor. Can anyone really start building wealth in their teens? Why not, but if you start correct? Today's video is all about you. Yes, you teenagers and young adults out there, especially if you're about to hit the big 18. Ready? Let's dive in. First things first, get a credit card as soon as you turn 18. It's one of the smartest financial moves you can make early on. I know what you're thinking. Aren't credit cards dangerous? Won't they lead me into a spiral of debt and financial trouble? Won't I fall into debt? Not if you use them the right way. Credit cards can actually be a powerful tool if managed correctly. Look, building credit early is like building a superpower for your financial future. It's like planting a seed that will grow into a strong financial tree. It shows lenders, landlords, everyone really, that you're responsible with money. This responsibility opens doors to better financial opportunities. This will be huge later on when you're applying for loans, renting that awesome apartment, or even getting the best rates on insurance. A good credit score can save you thousands in the long run. The key here is using credit cards responsibly. Always keep track of your spending and make sure you don't go overboard. My tip? Start with a secured credit card from a trusted bank. It's a safe way to begin your credit journey. You're basically putting down a small deposit, say 2,000 rupees, and that becomes your credit limit. This way, you can't spend more than you can afford. Use it for minor purchases, like 200 rupees a month for snacks or something, and pay it off in full every single month. It's a win-win. You build credit without the risk of falling into debt. Next up on our roadmap to financial freedom, opening your very own bank account. This is huge for gaining financial independence, and trust me, it feels pretty awesome. Having your own account is like having your own financial command center. You can manage your money, track your expenses, and really start to understand where your money is going. It's like leveling up from piggy bank to grown-up finances. Shop around, compare options. Look for an account with no monthly fees and no minimum balance requirement. Taking control of your bank account is the first step to becoming a financial boss. Alright, let's talk about something you need to avoid, like it's the plague, consumer debt. This is one of those things that can sneak up on you, and before you know it, you're in over your head. I'm talking about those high-interest credit card balances, personal loans, anything that feels like it's sucking the life out of your finances. Look, I get it. It's tempting to swipe that card or take out a loan for something you really want. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of buying things, especially when everyone around you seems to be spending like there's no tomorrow. Social media doesn't help either, with everyone flaunting their latest purchases. But trust me, high-interest debt is a trap. It's like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. It can keep you stuck in a cycle of payments for years, costing you thousands in interest. Imagine all the things you could do with that money instead. Travel, invest, save for a rainy day. Here's a golden rule to live by. If you can't afford to pay for something in cash, you can't afford it. Period. This simple rule can save you from a lot of financial headaches down the road. Don't fall into the trap of buying things just to impress others. Remember, true friends won't care about the brand of your shoes or the model of your phone. Use your credit card like a debit card. Only spend what you know you can pay off at the end of the month. This way, you can build credit without falling into debt. That interest? It's just wasted money that could be growing in your investments. Think about it. Every dollar you save on interest is a dollar you can invest in your future. Alright, here's something they don't always teach you in school. Getting a job as a teenager is one of the best things you can do for your future self. And no, I'm not just talking about earning some extra cash, although that's definitely a perk. Listen, having a job, even a part-time gig while you're still studying, teaches you so much more than just how to make money. It teaches you responsibility, time management, how to work with others, skills that are going to be valuable no matter what you do in life. Plus, think about it. When you start earning your own money, even if it's just a few $100 a month, you start to understand the value of a rupee. And hey, the experience you gain from a job can actually help shape your career path. Alright, are you ready for the real secret sauce to financial freedom? Here it is. Live below your means. It's that simple. Always spend less than you earn. It's easy to get caught up in the comparison game, especially with social media constantly bombarding us with images of people living seemingly perfect lives. True happiness comes from financial security and the freedom that comes with it. Living below your means isn't about depriving yourself. It's about being smart with your money and prioritizing your future. Now let's talk about putting your money to work for you. Investing might seem daunting, but it doesn't have to be. One of the easiest and most effective ways to grow your wealth over time is through something called low-cost index funds. These funds are designed to mirror the performance of a specific market index. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. In fact, it's one of the simplest ways to invest. An index fund is basically like a basket of stocks that tracks a specific market index, like the Nifty 50. This means you get a little piece of all the companies in that index. When you invest in an index fund, you're essentially buying a tiny piece of all the companies in that index. This gives you a diversified portfolio without having to pick individual stocks. The beauty of index funds is that they're incredibly diversified, meaning your risk is spread out over hundreds or even thousands of companies. This diversification helps to mitigate risk. Plus, they have super low fees compared to other types of investments, which means more of your money is actually working for you. Lower fees can significantly boost your returns over time. The key is to start early and be consistent. Regular investments, even if small, can add up over the years. Thanks to the magic of compound growth, even small amounts invested regularly can grow into a significant nest egg over time. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Alright, before we wrap things up, I want to leave you with some golden rules to live by. Some golden financial rules to live by. Rule number 1. Learn from others' mistakes. You don't have to repeat the same financial blunders that people have made for generations. Read books, listen to podcasts, talk to people who are financially savvy. Rule number 2. Embrace frugality early on. Look, sacrificing a little bit now, saying no to that expensive latte or that trendy gadget you don't really need, will pay off big time in the long run. Rule number 3. Take calculated risks while you're young. This is the time to experiment, to learn, to figure out what you're good at, and maybe even fail a little. And there you have it, your roadmap to financial independence as a teenager. Remember, the earlier you start, the more time you have to grow your wealth. Time is your greatest asset, so don't waste it. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you have any query, comment below. Subscribe to Stealth Investor for more tips on personal finance and stay ahead of the curve. Until next time.